What's going on, YouTube? My fellow apostates, fellow former Jehovah Witness, fellow primos and promies, whatever you call them. I was talking to my mom the other day right on the phone. And I don't know how Jehovah Witness of the Kingdom Hall came up, but she's like, yeah, Jehovah Witness getting in trouble. I'm like, yeah, Jehovah Witness always in trouble. She's like, yeah, up in New York. I'm like, New York City? So when I got the phone, I looked it up. And lo and behold, they are. They going back to court again for the child molestation or child sexual abuse policy. I'm like, God, dog, man. Jehovah's Witness is in court, in trouble in Russia. They're in trouble in Australia. They're in trouble in Canada. They're in trouble in California. Now New York City. Yeah, Watchtower is in court more times than R. Kelly, man. God, dog, man. What's up, man? Y'all ain't getting the clue? Seriously, Watchtower, y'all not getting the clue? Something gotta give, man. How are y'all affording these lawyers? How is you guys affording these lawyers, man? Y'all in court in every doggone country on earth, man. That man, Jesus said it right, man. Hold on, let me see what he said. Jesus prophesied this right, man. Jesus talking about y'all when he said this prophecy. Hold on, let me read this, man. Let me read this. This is a prophecy Jesus said concerning the watchtower. He's talking about y'all, man. See, when I was there, I thought he was talking about the word. He's talking about watchtower. Matthew 24:14. And this organization will be in court, and all the inhabitants of the earth will witness all nations, and the end will come. God, dog, Jesus was telling the truth, man. Right out of your own New World Translation, man. You see, and I'm going to tell you, just like the elders told me, man, if you spending as much time as you do making them videos, going out in service, you be doing something. So Watchtower governing body. Do y'all go out in service? You can't if you in court every doggone week. Governing body, y'all out there going door to door? Hell no, because y'all in court. Stephen Legg got bags under like he. Stephen Legg got bags under his eyes like he ain't slept in years. Y'all see homie bags underneath his eyes? So I'm gonna read a little bit of this information, man. I don't want to get anything wrong. I'm gonna read this, man, about the court case in New York City because this is all new to me, and it's ridiculous for the same doggone thing, man. Like, come on, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Y'all don't get the principle, man. If you keep going to court for the same thing, change it, man. This is taken from the Daily News. Jehovah's Witness leaders to be sued for sexual abuse under new Child Victims Act. And that's good. The leaders is going to be sued. That's what I'm looking at. The leaders. So I'm going to read this right here and I'm going to go through it. Give a little commentary, man. And I hope that this organization goes down. But anyway, here we go. A man and a woman who accused Jehovah's Witness elders of child abuse will launch lawsuits against the organization's governing body under a landmark state law that goes into effect this week, the former church member said Monday. John Michael Ewing and Heather Steele, in separate lawsuits that will be filed Wednesday in Brooklyn Supreme Court, said they endured years of rape and molestation at the hands of the group's elders. This is the damn shame. An elder. You understand what was just said right there? An elder. Somebody who's leading field service. Somebody who's giving talks. Someone who's praying over the congregation is at the same time molesting and sexually victimizing little kids. But they supposed to be appointed by Jehovah? Jehovah appointed a pedophile? Jehovah appointed a sick-minded individual? Think about this, Jehovah Witness. Jehovah looked down and gave the circuit overseer the ability and the insight to know that this child pedophile was going to be a good elder. Hell no. Because all that ministerial service looked at was that doggone elder's field service report. And I'm sorry, I might get riled up reading this, but just stay with me, man. Because this is some sick stuff, man. This is some sick stuff from an organization say we the only true religion on earth. You got to belong to us to survive. Still, a New York native now living in Florida says she was just a toddler when an elder, Donald Nicholson, who was a family friend, began molesting her in the mid-1970s. This nasty punk looked at a little toddler in a diaper and his dick got hard. Do you hear me? So why this dude going on stage praying to God? He's preying on little children. And this is the truth. And then when I go to these elders and ask about talk, they walk out on me. They walk out on me. Like something was wrong with me. They interrogate me like something wrong with me. And I'm asking about the child molestation thing. And I got kids going to this Kingdom Hall. I got kids going to this organization. And I come to reassure myself that this is not true. And all they could do is walk out on me. She said the now 82-year-old elder would even molest her in front of others while she sat on his lap in the middle of meetings with other congregation members. He started abusing me when I was still in diapers. That's a damn shame. In diapers. And I don't mean to get too graphic here, but I just want you to understand something. Rip this little girl. I want to get the details of what an elder, someone who was appointed by Jehovah, did to a little infant, a little toddler. Rip this little girl. She couldn't say nothing. Still said at Times Square News conference Monday, it gradually started as performing oral sex. And then rape followed after many years when I was 10. I accidentally told my mom. I was scared to tell, thinking it was a secret between me and him. Governing body, if you watching this, man, I want you to understand something. Y'all seen your magazine. Oh, we don't tell the parents not to tell. We never tell them not to tell. Understand that a person who's molested and victimized is scared to tell anybody, so when they come tell your punk ass, it's your obligation to protect them. You don't depend on the parents to go do it. This child was scared. She said she accidentally told. I'm sorry if I'm cussing. I'm sorry for cussing and things like that. I feel I've built up enough equity in this mouth to, bring forth a couple of words out every now and then and put it. Heavenly Father, please forgive me. For Jehovah's know not what they do. All right. Anyway, Steele said leaders pressured her family not to cooperate with a criminal investigation elder, but she worked with authorities to see Nicholson was persecuted and in prison. This can't be true. This can't be true. The elders told her and her family not to cooperate with the police. Oh no, but we don't tell the parents not to tell. But Nicholson was released after serving nearly 4 years in New York. 4 years? He should have been murdered in that. He should have been yanked in that place. Somebody should have shanked this punk. 4 years and he's out? It says he moved to a town in New Jersey where still alleges his congregation not know about his seedy and criminal past. His seedy and criminal past. There you go. That's the problem. That's the problem. We're not telling the congregation that you have elders or you have individuals here who have a past of molestation. So you bring your kids in there. You bring your kids to the Kingdom Hall, and there's a pedophile in there, and no one in the congregation knows but those elders. So your little girl's walking down the aisles with their dresses on, and this elder got his mind all underneath that dress. Or this Jehovah's Witness pedophile got his mind underneath just because, we keep watch of him. There's no need to worry about it. It says he was reinstated in 1992. Now it makes sense. It all makes sense now. See, when you come out, things start to make sense. Y'all remember back in the day when somebody got reinstated and, they go on the stage, such and such, brother such and such has been reinstated, and you look around, nobody else clap, you're like, oh, never mind. Because they told us not to clap. They told us not to apply. While the Bible says there's more joy in heaven over one sinner that repents, Jehovah's Witnesses do not apply the person coming back to the truth. And it makes sense. Because you might actually be applying a form of pedophile. And the victim might be sitting in that same congregation. Oh, it makes sense now. So next time a Jehovah's Witness go to Kingdom Hall and somebody gets reinstated and they tell you can't clap or you shouldn't apply, just know that person might have been a former pedophile, served 4 years in prison, and moved to another congregation. And no one else knows but the elders. Ewing, here's the son. Ewing 48 say he was abused when he was about 14 years old by a high-level member who started by fondling him and showing him pornography. The alleged abuse escalated to instances of oral and anal sex between 1986 and 1989. Ewing says in a lawsuit. Another elder touching another kid, this time a little boy. Same elders that lead field service. Same elders going door to door. Same ones that's conducting Bible studies in people's houses. I mean, I'll let my daughter go door to door with this elder not knowing this nigga was a pedophile. Ewing eventually told his parents and a tribunal was convened. Ewing and his alleged abuser was excommunicated for practicing homosexuality. They disfellowshipped this young man after he got abused. They disfellowshipped him and the guy. Not for pedophilia, but for homosexuality. The elders never contacted the police, according to the lawsuit. These articles clearly show how the Jehovah's Witnesses are more concerned about protecting their brand than they are about the welfare and safety of children, said Ernst Dawkins, a lawyer for the plaintiffs. This is an organization cloaked in secrecy and believes that it lives in a parallel universe where it is immune from what it refers to as Caesar's law. That is, the law that citizens of the countries are required to obey. Dawkins' firm has filed more than 20 lawsuits across the country on behalf of childhood sexual abuse survivors against the Jehovah's Witness organization. And that's good. And I hope they win every single one. In a statement, Jehovah's Witness said it doesn't comment pending litigation, but its stand on the subject of child abuse is very clear. We abhor child abuse in any form. In addition, our practice is to always follow the law, and we support the efforts of elders and congregations of Jehovah's Witnesses to do the same. They send that same old bullshit line out. Every time they ask the Jehovah's Witnesses, they send the same bullshit line out. New York's landmark Child Victims Act goes into effect Wednesday. The new law adjusts the statute of limitations timeless. The new law adjusts statute of limitations timeless so that the victims of long ago sexual abuse can sue for damages. That's all she wrote. So at this point, I hope they subpoena all the governing body members in there. Subpoena all those punks. Jeffrey Jackson, bald-headed behind. Samuel Hurd, black ass. Stephen Lett, retarded ass. And all them little motherfucking punks. Subpoena all of them. Send them suckers to jail. Oh, but they didn't do nothing. You understand that there's niggas in prison now that didn't do nothing, but because they didn't say nothing, they serving time for somebody else they didn't speak on? And yeah, I'm getting riled up. Because when I went to these elders and asked about this bullshit, they walked out on me. So what I need to do is go right back up to that congregation, latest news articles on these motherfuckers' laps, and bounce. Hope they close this bullshit society down. Take these governing body members and throw them suckers in jail. And throw away the key. And again, sorry for getting riled. I'm sorry for the foul language coming out of my mouth, but you understand the sickness of this? You understand this policy has affected thousands of young children that have been scared to go tell their parents. And when they find the courage to go tell the elders, they got to sit in that same room with their abuser. You understand how dangerous and mentally tormenting that is? And y'all refuse to change that? And for any ex-Jehovah's Witnesses who's sitting here, oh, don't talk about them like that. Man, y'all kiss my pa's ass. I care less about Jehovah's persecution complex, man. You sympathizing for this bullshit? Sympathizing for this bullshit? Go take your ass back in. I'll take that back. I take that back. You sympathizing for organizations of society that's damaging people's life, that is encouraging parents to sacrifice their kids to a God named Jehovah that requires blood sacrifice? I read another article. One of the child's fathers was a police officer. But this sucker, instead of going to this man and arresting him, he goes to the elders. What's up with that, man? You a police officer, man. But no, you a Jehovah's Witness first, right? I'm a police officer. I'm a Jehovah's Witness first. I can imagine this little sorry punk, man, calling the hotline. Yeah, I would like to report child sexual abuse. Yeah, 911. I report child sexual abuse. I want to say anonymous. Sergeant Punctify, is that you? No, click. How the hell is you a police officer and you not doing your job as a police officer and arresting this man that molested your daughter? And again, I'm sorry for getting riled up. You gotta understand the mindset. I know people close to me that have been molested as little children. I've never been touched, but I know it affected their life down to this day. To this day! You have an organization that's refusing to change their policy. Refusing to change their policy. Why? Are you serious? You're going to refuse to change your policy? For what? What are you doing? I know what you're doing. In politics, anywhere else. Understand this number one fact. Understand this key fact. Policies are written to protect the individuals that wrote those policies. So you have an organization that's protecting pedophiles. Understand that the individual who wrote that policy are pedophiles themselves. And so before I bust a blood vessel, I think I'm in the video here, man. I hope they confiscate every Kingdom Hall, go in that compound down out there, clean that shit out, burn them books up, handcuff all them governing body members, and make a public example to the world. Because this has got to stop. In every doggone land on earth, y'all is going to court for the same doggone thing. And lawyers ain't cheap. Lawyers are not cheap. See, y'all taking them donations, spending on lawyers. Hell no, man. And again, next time a Jehovah's Witness come to your door, just understand that one of them might be a pedophile. They come to your door on Saturday morning, your little kid coming to the door with a gown on, and this dude getting his dick hard. Anyway, man, thank y'all for watching.